Oh my god, awkward. Whoops. Okay, hold on, I gotta mess with my settings too, I forgot what I was doing. What's the stream quality like? This is probably like bad settings, right? No, it looks like it's fine. But I'm gonna mess with the encoding value real quick. I almost forgot what I was doing, I feel bad now. Here, there we go, output. Well, the bitrate's fine for streaming. We'll go ahead and leave it. Alright, we're good. So let's go ahead and roll up out of here. But yeah, hi everyone, I'm glad to have y'all here. Thank you. But I was saying that I'm gonna do a full run because I'm out of money because I spent it up on my gay lifestyle, so gotta refresh our funds. Glad to have y'all though, it's pretty cool to have people who just dropped in so quickly. I'm kinda not in a super great mood right now, which is why I'm playing this game. I was playing Heroes of the Storm, and I was doing fine and I won, but people were just being really annoying. And so I figured I should take a break from that. That's a really big life lesson I've learned with playing like competitive games, is sometimes it's important just to give yourself a break instead of just jumping right into a match if you're already pissed off. Oh, that's cool, Scott. What are you gonna be doing at your new job? Oh, excuse me. Do 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 do. Oh, that's really cool. Is it for like a company or like a private gig? Are you going into business by yourself? Or are you working for someone specifically? Also, my feet hurt. I'm sitting on my feet. That's pretty neat. Do you know like a lot about candy? Like, can you sell people on candy or tell them about the health benefits of different types of chocolate and stuff? That's fine. You don't have to say the location. I just more meant, like, generally, is it, like, for a business, or are you working for, like, are you self-employed, rather? Also, that's pretty cool, Stein. Or Bard, sorry. My eyes are getting pulled in multiple directions. I might do some 20XX too, because I'm kind of in the mood to do that, because that game is really fun. And like I said, I might just whip out an emulator and play some Mega Man X games, I'm not sure. Alright, so based off of what you've seen of my personality, what kind of candy do you think would soothe my raging gay angst? That's neat. I don't know if you remember, but I actually want to work for the government myself. I would really love to be self-employed, like, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. It really is kind of whack to, to make money for another person, and get paid very little for it. Tamalitos, what are those? Like hot tamales? Little red things? I should also probably link this stream on my Tumblr eventually. I'm not going to do it right now. This is a really good roguelike. It's really fun to run this game, honestly. Just because it's so easy to just pick it up and go. and there's always something to do outside of just pushing to go further and further. Yeah, I'm familiar with those. I just, I'm familiar with them. I'm just used to them being called different name brands. I forgot which way I did that. I think it was this, this, and this. Right, left, right. No, it was... Oh, shit. It's supposed to be left, right, middle, right. Yeah, it's right, left, middle. Oh my god, please. Well, I failed that. I'm tilted. See, my brain is not all the way there. Well, I know... Oh, okay. Interesting. Incidentally, I would eat concrete if it was covered in chili and lime. Those are two of my favorite tastes. I also like Mexican candies a lot. It's kind of interesting going to different parts of the city I live in and seeing like places that do and don't sell Mexican candies, because you can get them at a lot of gas stations where I'm at, but if you drive like a mile or two towards the city, they just kind of like disappear, and then like it just really depends on where you are. It's interesting though. There we go, we got some sandals. Mango. Incidentally, I love mango too. I don't know how I feel about mango flavored candies though. They're not always that good for me in terms of me liking them or not. Oh, thank you. It's nice of you to say. Honestly, sometimes wonder what y'all think my personality is like, because you really only get to see a certain piece of what I'm like through the magic of the internet. Oh, shit. Man, that was pretty intense. I'm still thinking of ways to, like, grow my, Well, I live in Texas, so it's a little bit different, and there are a lot of people who are Mexican who live, in this city, and on top of that, there's just a lot of Mexican food and candy available depending on what part of the city you're in. Well, thank you again, Bard. I think that's part of the reason why I like, or rather, I don't think I could live in somewhere other than the city I'm in, or like somewhere with similar demographics, just because it'd be, I don't know, it'd be kind of like culture shock, because there are a lot of things that are here that I realize kind of aren't in other places outside of the American Southwest. Because San Antonio is very different from the other parts of Texas, and so is, and Texas is very different from a lot of other parts of the US, so. But yeah, I think it is. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's reasonably common to have like Mexican food or Latin American food sections in supermarkets here. It's just like they're not gonna have some of the regional flavors that are Mexican specific in places that aren't here, basically. unless I'm taking damage for no reason. I think I'm mentally kind of not all here like I was in my previous run of Secrets of Grindia, just because I'm a little bit anxious. Isn't eucalyptus also like poisonous too? Or like irritating to people? If like you're not a koala, you shouldn't eat it. Interesting. Ooh, I need to sit up straight. I think if I don't get any good runs on this game, like after my first 2 attempts, I might just switch to 20XX. I also should really work on that overlay screen. I really need to do a lot of stuff to like make this channel, I guess, more competitive, although I don't really like thinking of it that way. I also looked at the LGBT section on Twitch, and I was both surprised and then also unsurprised at like the amount of people in it. Like, I was surprised there were so many, but at the same time, it's not a particularly popular tag. So I'm very curious, like, if I could take that by storm or not. I don't know. I think I'm pretty sizably, well, not sizably. That's entirely the wrong word. I'm pretty reasonably good at commentating, and I think I'm pretty interesting to hear talk, at least according to the people who listen to my shit. Are you calling my design in need of like proper? Hold on. Are you saying my design needs to be more like bottom-like? Do I need to be more receptive to what? I don't know. It really is. I mean, I say this like every fucking time I stream. It is really hard to like be gay and make a gay gaming content. It's so fucking hard. Just because of the nuance of these things. Oh shit. I also probably need to grow my skill at these roguelikes that I'm playing a little bit more, because I'm really out of practice at most of these games, and I have very sloppy gameplay. How late do you think or how much longer do you think you're going to be around, Scott? That's true, but, you know, I think that that's kind of my niche, you know what I'm saying? And that also I talk really openly about gay stuff when I'm playing video games, and I know that alienates like some straight people, so it can be a little bit complicated, because it's like, do I stop talking about my personal life and the stuff that I'm known for to like, you know, be out there and attract more viewers, because decidedly there are more straight people on the planet than there are gay people? Or do I make stuff while talking about gay things, but like risk having to, you know, do stuff to specifically attract gay people? Oh, okay. I gotcha, Scott. Also, people are really mean. Again, I've been looking up like other gay Let's Players and people who make gay gaming content that are like actually gay. And people are just like really fucking mean. It's very easy to get like a lot of downvote for people just basically to essentially like just dislike your comment because you're gay. Or not comment, but like dislike your content because you're gay. Or because you talk about yourself. Or because you don't like look as attractive as people want. Also, I don't know if I could deal with people, I should see what, who's ContraPoints? Need to look into that person, I guess. It's also just generally hard to, like, grow your presence as a YouTuber through Let's Playing. Like, it's such a big medium now, and there are only so many games, and like if you're not constantly making new games and generating a wide variety of content to capture new viewers, it's very hard. Like, something I'm gonna start doing once I get money, XD, is I'm gonna like just try to do multiple games at once. That way I don't like lose people who are not interested in Final Fantasy 15. Because that's really, after reviewing some of the vid stats I have, the best way to get new viewers, or keep new viewers and then get a lot of viewers from your subscriber base, is just to do a lot of different shit, basically. Because something I'm realizing is just doing one game, like Earthbound or something, for basically a year is gonna make it very hard to find people who are gonna want to watch that if they don't like Earthbound to begin with. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm actually curious about watching some more trans gamers. I think one of my favorites is / was Narcissica Wright. She doesn't really stream as much anymore, at least on Twitch I don't think she does. And she lost a lot of her fans when she transitioned, and also she had an injury that made it harder for her to speedrun, but I actually had a crush on her for a while too. A little bit of one. I think it's because she's so good at video games. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. It's also just generally really hard to, like, be trans and talk about, like, gender stuff on YouTube, because people get very cranky about hearing about stuff like that sometimes. Yeah, people would definitely be interested in a pan gamer. It just really depends on how, like, you market yourself and you get your content out there. And how you present yourself. I'll get I guess I could... No, I can't get both. I'm gonna get the... Well, I want the 2 set. I get the Sphere of Life. Yeah, but I think there is a market for a pansexual gamer. You just have to market yourself pretty well, I think. I think that you have to really think about if you want your sexuality to be, like, part of, I don't want to say the selling point, but how you handle your YouTube presence. Because, again, like I was saying, you know, me talking about my life and talking about, like, eating ass while I'm YouTubing, that's gonna alienate part of my user base, but that's just because I'm gay and I'll do whatever I want, so as a consequence of that, I have to really think about how I put myself out there. What's Honey Pop? Oh, I need to be careful. Hey. Well, I've made a good amount of money in this run. However, we are out of potions, which is not good. That's good. I'm glad she has that that lifestyle going where she's willing to just do whatever the hell she wants. Granted, it can still be scary. I mean, you know, sometimes there are going to be people who are like really mean and fucked up, and it can be a little bit spooky, but you know, if you're assertive, a lot of times people who are cowards will just stay the fuck away from you, and so you can just be yourself in peace. I don't know how I'm feeling about Honey Pop, but that could be pretty cool for you if you want to go that direction. That'll definitely get views, that's for sure, because within the LGBT circles, stuff that's like very explicitly, I don't want to say sexual, but like that very explicitly has to do with LGBT stuff, that goes really well. Like the gay Let's Players that I've looked up, a lot of them do like dating sims, even ones that are really bad that have like same-sex couples in them, and that is like where they get most of their views. That's true, but I think Markiplier has like a different niche. Like, not to be toxic, but a lot of his people who watch his videos are younger teenagers. Not saying adults don't, but like I think if you're a 20-year-old, or not even 20, like if you're a 25-year-old on YouTube who's like a gay nerd, you probably aren't gonna immediately like go to Markiplier unless you want to like bang him, you know? You know how to weld underwater? That's pretty cool. I actually find Markiplier pretty attractive. I mean, well, duh. I mean, half the internet does, but he is pretty attractive. Also, I like that I was exactly right. When I saw him, I was like, this guy is probably a furry, and I was exactly fucking right. Have a good night, Scott. It's good having you here. I appreciate you dropping by. I feel like I'm gonna die pretty soon here. Yeah, I'm dead. Crying face, I got impatient. Oh, you're about to go to school for underwater welding. That's interesting. Is there like a important niche for that? Like, is the world really in need of underwater welders? I don't know anything about it. Well then. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were memeing for a bit when you said underwater welding. I didn't really know that was an actual thing. Good night, Scott. Well, I already spent all my fucking money again. God damn it. Oh. Oh well. We gotta spend money to make money, so let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, that's a good point. I just didn't realize they actually did it underwater. I thought it was like pre-welded or something. I don't know. I should get the old map, I guess. Well, let's do that. And we'll get 2 of these and that. Alright, well, I'm out of fucking money again. Also, hi, Nigel. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this shit again. See, See, I also thought just like robots did that. I didn't know that it was like a job people actually did. Again, I also really don't know anything about being underwater. Mood. I honestly kind of want to pause the stream and just like look at a video of underwater welding to see what the fuck it's about, but it's probably not professional. Also, I don't feel like changing my thing. Oh, hi zebra cakes. Yeah. See, that's why I thought you were memeing. I was like, how the fuck do you get the fire to work underwater? But I'm sure there's some sort of black magic that makes it work. See, like, you keep saying these things, and I keep expecting, like, a punchline to happen, because this doesn't, I don't know, I've never heard of this. What do you weld with underwater? Is it just, like, magic? Question mark? Air pressure? Oh, that makes sense. Plasma, yes, yes. Well then, I guess we just need to go to the next floor. I'm the super hot gas. Also, I prefer magic fire is the description. My mom actually used to be an industrial welder for a while. That's very hard work. I mean, I guess you know, because you're a welder. Mood. I kind of want to read the Legend of Korra comics. I've seen like pieces of some of them, but I'm kind of interested in what's going on in them. I remember when the end of Legend of Korra was on TV, I was hanging out with this guy who I was having sexual relations with regularly, and we were watching it in his room, and when the kiss happened, we just like lost our shit. It was pretty great. It added years back to my life. Also, I knew it was coming. Like, I could feel it the second the second they just looked at each other. I was like, oh my god, these girls are about to kiss. God damn it. I'm impatient. Well, I guess we're gonna have to roll forward. So there has been like no fucking ore at all, which is really bad. Yeah, that was really funny. That was a really dark time on Tumblr. Incidentally, I actually got into like, well, I didn't get into a fight because I don't get into fights with people XD. I just stopped entertaining that. But there was some like real spicy IRL discourse I had to deal with. Cause like there was this, basically I was like, Korra and Asami are bi, and my friend got really furious about it and was like, actually, you're a lesbophobe because you are involving yourself in this. You don't realize that they both are suffering from compulsory heterosexuality. And I was like, god fucking damn it. is very emotionally draining to deal with. To deal with that, because it's over a fucking cartoon. I think the nexus of like fandoms and social justice was one of the worst single things that's come out of the internet. Cause it's like I fundamentally like don't disagree with some of the stuff people say. It's more that people argue about really stupid shit. And it tilts me a little bit. Also, nerds tend to just generally stress me out, so there's also that part. Oh man, I'm yawning, ma. I really want to push new stuff in this run. Well, it's never gonna be like flat out new stuff because I beat the game and I'm just doing New Game Plus, but I want to... For one, I want to get all my fucking skills maxed out so that I can stop worrying about the stars and stuff. And then I also want to basically make all my gay dreams come true and see what New Game Plus 2 is, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get that far, honestly. I'm a little bit of the opinion that it might not happen, honestly. Not because I don't think I'm unable to, but I don't know if I'll be able to stay interested in this game long enough before some other games I'm interested in come out. But we'll see. I really enjoy this game. It's really well made. It's a very good and very simple roguelike. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll up in here. This is the boss floor, right? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dump all this shit down the chute. There we go. Piece the fuck out. And we got a... I actually do not like Mass Effect, or I don't think I'd like it. I've never played it, but it reminds me of Elder Scroll games, and I notably am not a particularly big fan of those either. Which I guess they're made by the same company, so that makes sense, but it's just not a look for me. Alright, we got it. Also, I'll just stick with my roguelikes for the most part. Again, I really don't play games for the story that much, because I don't find anything in a video game to be particularly profound, usually. It's really more about just, like, the feelings I have. Things don't have to have a complicated plot. They just need to, you know, give me a few emotions here and there. And I am good. But that might just be... Well, I don't know if those are gay sensibilities or not, because I do know a lot of people really love games for the plot, because it takes them away from the horrors of reality and existential dread. Well, I don't have enough money to buy shit, so I guess we're just gonna have to move on with my life. Because I dumped all my money down the chute. XD. Alright, we're gonna have to actually play the game. So I need to sit up straight and be in proper gaming position. So I'm gonna actually have to be kiting shit instead of just like face tanking everything and running around. Because that's why I died last time. I got impatient. Alright, we got that Mohawk maggot down. And we're gonna duck back here. I am not gonna lie, like many homosexuals that came of age in the 2000s, I did definitely look up the Mass Effect sex scenes, or the gay sex scenes, when I was in high school. Hey Nick, nice to have you. That's another thing that kind of annoys me looking for gamer content, is like a lot of it is just like top 5 lists or like top 10 list of like gay shit. And a lot of it's just like not even actual gay content, it's just like gay innuendo or stuff. Which isn't what Mass Effect is doing at all, but I don't know. I think Mass Effect is one of those things I could very easily be tricked into liking because of my personality. It's very easy to trick me into liking shit that I say I won't like. That's how I usually am with anime, because I usually, now as an adult, am not, like, too enraptured with anime, but, like, if you, like, force me to watch some shit, there's a reasonable chance I might like it, but if I don't like it, I'll extremely not like it. Y'all are basically, like, speaking another language to me. What the fuck? What the fuck is synthesis? How do I pronounce that? Bethesda? Bethesda? I just call them Skyrim Studio, because that's all I really know. I like pissing people off when I'm in public, especially if I go to GameStop and calling the Elder Scrolls City, or the Elder Scrolls series, the Skyrim series, just to tilt nerds. Oh, I'm racist. That's awkward. Bethesda? Okay. See, I could have swore they were basically like the same game, but like one was in space. What am I thinking of that's also Bethesda? It's like Dragon Age or some shit, right? I'm also critically uninterested in that. Yeah. I do like the hair pieces on some of the women in that series, though. Oh, I'm double racist. What the fuck else does Bethesda make that I probably don't like? You don't know anything. Oh, Fallout. Yeah, I don't like Fallout either, but again, like a good gay, I look at the gay romances and sex scenes in YouTube videos because I have to show my support. Honestly, they just need to let me make a game so I can add ass-eating mini-games to everything. And also so that every character is gay. I think that's kind of like a hard part about being like a gay person in game design, because there's a lot of pressure not to like basically make everything gay because people expect you to do that, and then also like there's this desire to be like normal or whatever, but at the same time I just kind of want to like say fuck you to everyone and just do what I want and make everything gay. There's some ore trapped behind those things. I should get it. I also need to be looking at the walls for the button here. Also, again, I just find that a lot of games really do a very terrible job of like making relatable gay characters. I think at some point we got this idea that it's like woke to make a character like gay, but like they're basically like a straight person, but they just happen to like men. I don't know how to explain it. I'm pretty sure Fallout 4 didn't have sex scenes, I don't think. I know because I looked. It had like sex references, like when you wake up with your partner. They're like, "Woo, you sure did impregnate me." Where is... whatever, I don't have enough money. I was looking for the button, but I might give up on it in a little bit here and just keep moving. I also am not playing with my glasses on, so that's not really helping me out here. That's gonna be like something you hear me complain about in every stream I do. There's the button right over there. Because I never like playing with my headphones on, with my glasses on at the same time. Yeah, that's what I mean, Bard, is like, I think people or game designers are afraid to like give gay characters like subplots that are like uniquely gay. It's more like you see the character and they basically have like this story that has nothing to do with their sexuality, and then you just find out they happen to be gay. And I think people think that's kind of like woke, because it doesn't make a big deal about sexuality, but for me that's boring as hell. Because I really relate to big ol' gay trauma, but oh well. Hey, I got 6 of y'all in chat now, that's pretty cool. I was watching someone else stream earlier who had posted on Reddit, and he also caps out at about 6 people, which is interesting. That's interesting. I forgot who the fuck Dorian is. I see that name, like, all the fucking time when I'm seeing nerds argue about Dragon Age. And out of spite, I just kind of refuse to learn who that is. Is that that queen with the mustache or whatever? Mood. That's funny. I love a set of, like, really aggressively gay facial hair. Hey, there's the button. Do-ka-do-do-ka-do-do-ka-do-ka-do. I think those things are compatible, though. I think that someone can be kind of masculine, or at least masculine appearing, I guess. And also have just like a very gay plot and be very, you know, just gay in general. I don't see those things as being counter to each other at all. I think that's one of the strong points of coming out on top, too. Incidentally. I'm pretty sure we will eventually. I mean, I don't know if they'll be well written, but I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Like, honestly, if there's an identity, it will definitely be represented in video games eventually. It'll take a while, but as long as there's money in portraying different identities, it'll definitely happen. It'll just take a while. Stop. How is the office type? I actually should do a let's play of that. That would be really funny. Although, I don't know, that could possibly start some discourse in my comment section, which is my biggest fear. I saw Iron Bull, like I watched like one of the romance scenes. He was pan, I didn't know that. And, well, I guess that makes sense. I think you can romance him as anyone. Yeah. I saw him in the YouTube videos that I was watching, like, of the romances, and I was like, that man just straight up literally has fucking bullhorns on his head, and I didn't know how I felt about that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't know, they just kind of take over any scene he's in because they're so fucking big. He's got a lot of wingspan on those. That's fair. I can see that even... Oh shit. I don't know. Sometimes I have trouble deciding like what gamer girls would think are hot. Or like cis gamer girls XD. I also generally don't... Well, I don't know. Sometimes I find video game guys, like, actually hot, but now as I get older, it's not like I'm getting, like, raging boners over the guys in the games I play. It's more like I just find their interactions with other people cute or not. Although I will say, Joel from The Last of Us, I am very, very, very physically attracted to him. Or Joel, I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's what happens when you never play the games and you only read about them. You don't know how to pronounce anything. Oh, it's this thing. So we're gonna go here and here. That's so wild. I'm so fucking smart. You know, I probably should have made like a video for coming out on top in retrospect that like compared the different guys and gave my ratings of them. But initially, the one I was most physically attracted to was Ian, just because like if you know my type, like he just ticks off a lot of boxes on that. It's mostly the hair and that he's just so generally good-natured. And he likes to put things in his butt. But after like actually playing through the game, I think that Jed is my like favorite guy. I enjoyed his story the most, definitely. And actually Phil's story actually won me over. I think the demo did a really bad job of like selling you on Phil, because his story is like probably one of the best ones in the game because it's so fucking funny, but he's such a hard ass and he's so uninterested in like being your friend early on when you're first playing that it makes it hard to want to go through with romancing him. Yeah, Jed's storyline was really fucking good. Alright, well we made some progress. We're probably gonna get to the second boss on this. However, I have not really made a lot of money, which is something I need to really resolve. Let me see. I've sent 2,800 to town. Yeah, the thing is, Ian's story was really fucking weird. I would have preferred if Ian's story was handled like almost similar to like the ending you get with the fish. Spoilers. Because I wanted it to be like his relationship with you pervades through all your other relationships, and that like he's the choice you make at the end of the game. I don't know. I just felt like they could have handled it differently. Because also it was really fucking weird. It was so weird. It was such a weird ending with the BDSM and the fact that you could like basically choose to date rape him. That was really weird and uncomfortable. I did like that if you do that though, he would never talk to you again, XD, because that's the appropriate action there, but I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, Zebra Cakes, but I actually got messaged by someone who was a Kickstarter backer for coming out on top, and the Kickstarter backers actually are the people who are like the highest tier of Kickstarter backer, were the people who the Brofinder dates were based off of, so those were based on real people. And what had happened was that I learned from talking with him that actually his favorite, or not his favorite, like, so they had like forums to talk about like what they wanted in the game, and everyone kept like wanting to insert fucking like fetishes into the game. And it was just, the dude was like, everyone heard that I was a twin because I like gave the creator like a brief bio of myself, and they kept like wanting to insert like their incest fetish into the game. And that just made me sigh a little bit. But now that I know that about the game, like there are a lot of people who are really like trying to push fetish content into it. Some of the things that happened in Ian's story make more sense. Because people were just trying to get their rocks off, so the story might not necessarily be super coherent because of that, because you gotta appease the fans. Let me see, I'm trying to find the button. I think that's it over there in that corner. Yeah, it is. There we go, we got it. Yeah, that was actually a really fucking funny date. I actually kind of want to, I kind of still want to record videos of that one, because it was so fucking wild. I really loved it. I think that was such a good date in part because the creator had done the Brofinder dates, And I think they got more of a knack for like that mixture of comedy and seriousness. Although it is like a fundamentally really wacky date. Yeah, the guy who messaged me on Tumblr, who was the basis of one of the Brofinders dates, was the guy who was the basis for Tommy. Incidentally, apparently his wiener is like literally like 11 inches long. XD. Okay, well, I guess that's extra damage. It wasn't a very good item. Hey, Lamau, I got 8 people in here. Where'd y'all come from? I don't know. I just... In some alternate dimension, No, I didn't get pics. I actually, incidentally, if people flirt with me on Tumblr or, like, through whatever medium, or, like, try to be sexual with me, like, through any means, like, if they know me through this, I'm not particularly interested in that, especially because, like, I don't know, I just don't want to have that relationship with my fans. It's kind of weird. And also, I'm not really that into, like, seeing just, like, wiener pics or, like, people's nudes on the internet. Like, I'm kind of over, like, flirting with people on the internet, basically, honestly. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think it's my age showing, because I did that while I was a teenager. And I guess I started early, because I was on the internet really early in my life. But now it's just, like, I mean, I've seen wieners before. It's not really exciting to see a stranger's ding-dong. Alright, let me go ahead and jump down the chute, and we're gonna drop that juicy money load down there. Yeah, I love seeing discourse about the person who made it being a girl. Hello? Okay, I have never seen it do that before. Oh yeah, it's because I'm on New Game Plus. Forgot. Holy shit, son. This is really awkward, because I can die, like, very abruptly at any point in time here. Oh, I guess he gets to die now. It's me! Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm probably still gonna die, but... this isn't going so well. Yeah, I'm dead. That's fine. That's fine, that's completely fine. I sent some money back to town, so that's all that matters. Alright, let's go back to town. We have some ore. I'm gonna actually turn down the difficulty so that we can have a more successful run and I can get more money. Alright, we're turning it down from New Game Plus. In retrospect, that's probably what I should have done from the very beginning, honestly. Also, I think I'm gonna play 20XX now, honestly, because I'm ready to have that fast-paced gameplay. But that means I gotta get my glasses and probably turn my fan on, because it is really hot in my room, so give me half a second. Okay, which one of y'all took my glasses? I don't know where they're at. Are you here, glasses? Did I drop you? No, it's not beneath me. Oh, have a good night, Bard. Huh, well, I don't know where they're at, and that is fine. I guess I can just, do my best without them. I do need to find those eventually, though. I need them to see. Bard, no, give me my glasses back. XD. Actually, I might have left them in the bathroom. I do that a lot. I don't want to get booty particles on my glasses, so I take them off when I'm using the bathroom. Alright, have a good night. Where is my controller? Alright, I am about to switch the streaming thingy. Give me half a second here. I gotta open up 20XX. Like I said, I need like an intermission screen or some shit when I'm playing this game, or playing any game really, so I can have it. I need to learn about graphic design though. I gotta teach myself how to do all this shit. It's kind of exciting though. It gives me something to do while I'm doing other things. Where is 20XX? There we go. Okay. Man, the soundtrack on this game is so fucking banging, dude. Oh shit, I lost 4 of you. I'm tilted. Life is so hard. It is kind of late on a Monday night, though. I can understand why there aren't people here, XD. Or why they left. Fortunately for me, I don't have a bedtime because I don't have stable employment. Alright, I am about to switch over. Oh, there we go. Got it, Ma. No, I lost another one of you. Bye. Have a good night. Okay, and let me see what my stream health is doing here. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna mess with my bitrate settings real quick. There we go. Apply. We should be good to go. Okay. And I'm going to link this on Tumblr in a second. Should I? I don't know. I don't really think I get a lot of viewers from Tumblr. I mean, it's mostly people who just, like, would be subbed to me anyway, because they're people who are my Tumblr mutuals. There we go, okay. Hey, Lamau, welcome to the stream. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna do normal runs, right? Yeah, let's do it. Should probably change the name of the stream real quick. The game is 20XX. Alright, there we go, we got it. And I'm in. Alright, we ready to murder some robots? Let's do it, fam. Also, if y'all have anything you want me to talk about, feel free to ask me while I'm playing, and I'll get to it while I'm microing this. Something I need to learn to improve my times in this game is like when to skip enemies, because I don't always need to kill them. I think I end up doing it just because they're there sometimes, and there's really no reason for me to do it. There we go. Oh, shit, son, I missed. Oop, shit. There we go. Oh, hey, I thought I got to a secret area. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down here real quick. Is there anything over here? There's not, Mom. Okay, well, that answers that question. So, I don't know how late I'm staying up tonight, honestly. Part of the reason why I'm streaming, like I said, I was kind of anxious earlier, is because I was gonna try to, like, hook up with someone, and then I realized I was doing it basically because I was fucking bored. And I know from just past experiences that is always, like, a bad thing to do. Also, I just took that damage for no reason, because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, but... like, I know that I need to not, like, just hook up with people, or try to, rather, because it doesn't usually go that successfully when I'm bored or lonely, because it's just a silly and self-defeating thing to do. Alright, so I need to go this way, and blast this thing open, get rid of that, and move over here. So, this is a new puzzle I haven't seen before. There we go, we got it. Oh shit. Okay, so this is a speed puzzle. You have to, like, really move through this. There we go, we got it. That's not too bad. So I'm going to try to remember that for the future. Also, in this run, I think I'm going to go ahead and make sure I use powers, because I never use the powers the bosses give us, and I should probably show off what those actually do. They're actually pretty useful. I just don't use them because... well, basically, it requires me to... not play this like I'm doing a vanilla Mega Man run, and I really should take advantage of it because it makes the game easier. Incidentally, this is the first time I've seen this seed. Have I ever considered voice narration for audiobooks? Actually I have, but it is hard to market yourself for that. You have to do a lot of work, and it does not pay very well, in my experience, or from what I have read about it. But, I don't know, I think it just depends. Also, I legitimately have dyslexia, and so it's kind of hard for me to do stuff like that. That's why I ad-lib a lot in my videos when I'm reading dialogue, because I just misread things pretty consistently. And I have trouble pronouncing certain things. Like, I'll know how to pronounce it, but I can't tell if I need to pronounce it a certain way, because I'm misreading pretty consistently. It's also really interesting, again, that, like, people are complimenting me on my voice, or that they have in the past. I don't know if you're complimenting me. Because when I was younger, I was known for having, like, an extremely, extremely gay voice. And I still think I sound pretty gay, actually, despite my voice being deep. But I used to get made fun of a lot for having a high-pitched voice. So it's kind of something that doesn't immediately, like, really register with me. That, oh, this could be, like, a voice that's desirable or pleasurable for other people to hear. I do think I have pretty solid diction, though, like, when I am reading things out loud. And that I do speak smoothly when I get an opportunity to do so. Hey, I lost a viewer. That's fine, though. Alright, so I need to work on doing better on these stages. The tower stages are really interesting. I was assuming there'd be like a prize down there, but there wasn't. I tend to really struggle with doing well on these stages because I get really impatient with the platforming on the lifts like these, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, but they're basically encouraging me to be impatient by designing it this way. Well, thank you very much, Anger. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Angier? Oh, well, I missed, and we gotta go all the way back down here. I'm kind of tilted. Also, part of it, the reason why I think I sound nice to listen to, maybe, is because when I was younger, I was enrolled in, like, phonics classes for school. I was, like, in remedial reading, and also quasi-speech, so they basically taught me to, like, talk good and read good, basically, if you know what I mean. And benefit of that is that I guess I have a pleasant narration voice, but the downside of it was that I'm in kind of like a weird space vocally, because I like speak in like a half accent, I think. I mean, everyone has an accent, but I'm like consciously like, or like subconsciously holding myself back from like sounding like a little bit too ethnic, honestly. And it makes me sound like really weird when I alternate between my speaking styles, I think. There we go. Also, again, I used to get made fun of for how I sounded, so I'm kinda... Huh. Interesting. Well, I can't afford either of those. That's kind of why I like not using powers, because you have more money from collecting nuts when you don't get the powers. But they just really do a lot of damage. On a random note, if you are wondering about YouTube stuff, it is not uncommon for me to lose subscribers from streaming. I think it's because the notifications are probably a little bit annoying, and I don't know if I have a way of, like, modulating that or, like, messing around with the settings for how they notify people. This is a pretty easy boss early on. Yeah, that's a very easy boss early on. But honestly, if someone wants to pay me to like read their fan fiction, I will definitely do it. I just don't think I can get a job doing like professional voice acting or reading. I don't know what to call it, like diction, professional diction. I would have to do it for like someone's like fan fiction or some shit. But honestly, I'm kind of down to do that. That'd be pretty cool. I would only do it for slash fiction, though. It has to be gay. I don't know how I feel about pretending to be straight, even, like, when I'm just reading. Oop, shit. The other downside about powers is that you can run out of the energy for them, which is something I always forget about, because I so rarely use powers. There we go. There we go, we got it. Oh, shit. Didn't turn quick enough. Nope. 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 There we go. That's a good bit better. There we go, we got some energy back. God damn it. Whatever, I'm fine. Okay. Sorry, I kind of blanked out there for a little bit. Get through here without taking damage. Are you kidding me? Well, that's toxic. I don't know how to get through that part. I would have to see that again. I'm also not running super well right now, but again, I need to get in the habit of practicing this game so I get better. Sometimes I get frustrated by my inability to like instantly be good at things, and it makes me not want to do them. I mean, which is like a relatable feel. I'm sure that's a pretty common thing that people go through, but unfortunately, or probably fortunately, because I do actually enjoy getting better at things. It's just the initial startup period that's kind of frustrating. but like I was saying, unfortunately, these types of games, you really have to play a lot to, like, get good at them. Oh my fucking god, I didn't realize that had collision on it. I thought I'd clip through it. Incidentally, this is the first time I've seen this seed. Alright, let's see what's up here. Nothing. Oh, looks like there's a trap room up there. And there's this. Ah, god damn it. You need to just be patient. Interesting. Oh, I'm dead. Oops, I just straight up murdered myself. Oh well, that's fine. We just gotta grind out these runs. I might as well spend them. I have them, right? Oh, nope, I don't have enough chips. Yeah, I don't have enough to do anything. What are these? Interesting. 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 And what the fuck is this shit? Okay, double interesting. Well, I'm not going to spend my chips at all because I just need to get good at this game without the help of the chips, but we will just start up another run. I'm also going to probably just stick to my guns and not get the powers because I'm not a particularly big fan of them. I'll probably learn like which specific powers I do want to get because they'll make the levels easier and they'll make problematic bosses easier, but in the meantime, I think I'm just going to focus on my micro and learning how to get my movement nice and smooth so that I don't do what I just did. There we go. Alright. I'm trying to think of like what the Mega Man fandom was like when I was younger. X and Zero were like a really popular ship, of course, but they introduced a lot of lady robots pretty late in the series, like starting in the 4th and 5th game. And those ships started kind of like taking over the fandom a little bit, although I might have just been thinking of that because I was entranced with like really petty fandom drama at that age. But in my opinion, the straight ships basically started taking over once the girls were introduced. God damn it. I scrubbed out there. I scrubbed out there again. It's embarrassing. One day I'm going to be a pro at this game, and it's going to make me feel really good. Because this is like one of those games where like when you do well, it feels really good to do it. Because it's like it all comes from you. All the dodging and all the doing damage requires you to be actively positioning yourself well. Incidentally, I love this boss. I think this is one of the more interestingly designed bosses in the game. Oh shit, son. Oh, okay. So that thing that appears shows you where it's gonna appear next. I didn't realize that. But we got it. Oh, hey Scott. Welcome back. Are you just gonna like be listening while you're in bed or something? That's cool, thank you. Guess we're gonna do the tower level so that I can move a bit more and get used to doing these levels. Actually, my secret shame, well, I'm not even ashamed of it. My favorite ship in Mega Man was actually Base and Roll, which was, I think it was just because they were basically like the only of the robots that weren't like directly related that were in the series. I also remember reading like really explicit Mega Man like slash fiction in the library on accident when I was younger. I'm trying to remember what happened. I was doing like community service because I got in trouble when I was younger for, well, actually I didn't even do shit. My friends were stealing shit and I had left early and they basically blamed me for stealing things. And the end result was that I ended up having to do community service and they didn't, which I'm tilted about. But during that period of time, I was working at the library and I was given an opportunity to do stuff on the computers for a bit. And the end result of that was me looking up Mega Man stuff and accidentally finding like this really, really like extremely long and intricate Mega Man slash fic that just had all the robots just fucking each other and being into BDSM. It was really weird. Oh, hey, Progan. Yeah, my stream schedule's pretty erratic, if that's what you're referring to. I'm also, like, a little bit afraid to, like, not schedule myself, what the fuck is it called? Like, set, like, a set stream schedule. Because I'm afraid I'll just not feel like doing it one day, and I don't want y'all to be here, like, waiting for me, and then get sad because I just never show up. But I think that's part of me being, like, a little bit of a coward, honestly. I need to probably buckle up and recognize that I can really push myself to have a set schedule. I'm just kind of afraid of it. Also, that's cool. What time is it where you're at, Progan? You live in Poland, right? There we go. Oh shit, yeah, it is pretty early. You literally are 7 hours ahead of me. You're living in the future. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and buy this. And we probably need to heal a little bit, because I took some damage during that. Something I might do is actually, like, repeatedly try to run through the same level by, like, purposely going back to the beginning of it. So that I get more practice going through the levels. Yeah, that's a really good point, Scott. I think this is me not wanting to make a set streaming schedule is partly my depression talking. Because it's like, I have a pretty good sleep schedule right now. Like, I am waking up before like 9 AM usually and getting a good amount of sleep for me. But I think I'm just afraid of the commitment part. I think it depends on the way that you schedule your life. Like, clearly not for like every bit of your life, it's not gonna help, but if you do it for like certain things that you know are good for you, then it helps. I think things like scheduling like lunch and stuff, if you know that you struggle with eating or not like snacking or eating a lot of junk food, that's definitely helpful. Oh shit, no, okay, whoops. There we go. I'm glad it let me go back. I was a little bit afraid it wasn't gonna let me do it. We could probably stand to increase our max health, right? Well, let me see what's in here first. It's just nuts. We'll increase our max health. That's actually usually my first recommendation when I'm giving advice to people, is to like try to get a set sleep schedule, because that really is like a really big barrier to being happy. And I learned this lesson like every other month, but if you really are like waking up at like 3 or 4 p.m. and it's not related to you having like a job that requires you to like sleep in, it's probably not helping you become less depressed. And it's making it harder for you to do things that you need to do in life to make yourself happy. At least in my experience. Ooh, that was close. You know, Scott, you're actually reminding me a little bit. I guess I have some stories to tell a little bit. So, I think a lot of us have our first experiences with. The reason why I'm dashing back and forth between here is I'm trying to pull those enemies upwards, but a lot of us have our first experiences with like flirting with guys like online because it's not as safe to do it IRL. And I actually had this guy a while ago who also incidentally was from Australia who was like flirting with me on Tumblr through the messaging system. And it was really interesting just like seeing what he was doing to flirt. Because I was just telling him about my interests, and I could tell that he was actually like looking up the things that I was interested in and trying to like have something to say about them, even though he didn't really know about them. Which was cute, honestly. It was very cute, and it was very sweet, but it was just amusing. Because I could tell like the things he was saying related to like the first Google search he did on whatever I was talking about. Like, I would talk about certain music, and he would just, like, refer to, like, you know, whoever's, like, most associated with the genre that you would find, like, through a Google search, but, like, not if you were, like, you had, like, a deep interest in it. And that's not me, like, being, like, oh, so he wasn't really into it. It was more like, I could tell he was trying to, you know, sustain a conversation. And I thought that was kind of cute. I don't remember why we stopped talking. I think it was because, honestly, I'm a little bit... it's hard to flirt with me, I think. Because I'm not usually receptive to it. Especially online. I'm not very receptive to online flirting. There we go. Because, again, like I said, I kind of grew out of, like, wanting internet boyfriends or wanting internet intimacy. I forgot, Progan, may I ask how old you are? We'll do Vile Visage. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the Astral Twins. Okay, you're 19. Yeah, it's very, I have boundaries. I think that part of it is that it's very familiar. Like when I see someone like flirting with me online, I kind of see myself as like a 13-year-old being like gay and lonely and really wanting to connect with other people. And I see that in the people that I'm talking to, and it kind of, I don't want to say it turns me off, but it's like it's too familiar. It's like we could be sisters basically. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, we're cut from a very similar cloth, and that means that this already can get very intimate very quickly. No, it's okay. I'm unbothered. If you were doing something I didn't like, I would probably just say something, honestly. Not all the time, because sometimes I have to decide if I'm really bothered by something or not, but usually if you're doing something that's, like, breaching my boundaries, I'll be like, calm down, please. Ah, goddammit. I need to figure out how to get through here without taking damage. I think it's just the timing, honestly. I have to just be more patient. I forgot you were married, Scott. Actually, incidentally, there was a bi-married guy who I met when I first was on Tumblr, like very beginning of Tumblr, who started flirting with me. And I think it's because he didn't... God damn it. Because he didn't really have experience, like, flirting with guys. And I guess that was... I was, like, his opportunity to really, like, explore that side of himself. But he was married, so... Eventually he just kind of disappeared without a trace one day. He's nice though, he's a nice guy. He's really awkward. Oh, god damn it. I think something I'm not doing myself a favor by doing is like commentating while I'm trying to learn how to do these stages. Because, gosh dang it, I'm kind of like using brain power that I could be using to micro a little bit better. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were married to a man. Married. How long have you been with your husband? If I might ask, pardon me. Oh shit, son! Ooh, ooh, oh man, almost got my balls chopped off there. Alright, we're about to roll through this piece. Ooh, my knees. Need to sit up in a better position. That's cool. So were you with him while you were in Japan? Or is that how y'all met? That's really cool. Oh, god damn it. I'm eating hits because I'm trying to look at chat. That's really cool. Do y'all have a lot of the same interests and stuff? I mean, I might as well just pick it up. Doesn't hurt, right? No, I need to not kick my feet back. Okay, we're gonna sit up straight in this fucking chair. Ooh, my back just cracked. And have good posture like a good homosexual. And I'm gonna go to the other tower level next so that I can get practicing on that. Ooh, I'm stretching. Okay, we got it. Let's do it, son. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. No! This is really unfortunate. I just got murdered. What kind of games does he play? I guess I could do a challenge, couldn't I? Yeah, that's actually a very good point. It is nice to have that, like, independent space, like your own things to do. It's very easy when you're in a relationship, like a gay relationship, especially if you haven't been in a lot, to just kind of like swallow each other whole, basically, and like really become attached at the hip. In my experience. I think I really respect people who are really good at like RTSs, because I just really did not have the patience for them when I was younger, and I never got into them. And so it's like, I tried learning StarCraft 2 for a while, but it didn't work out for me. It's just a little bit too much, and I can't really dedicate the kind of time that it would really require of me to like really learn it. I also think it's really hard now for me as an adult to like get better at like training for video games. Like I could, when I was younger, like if I wanted to learn a new game and like get good at it, I would just sit down and play for hours and hours and hours and hours, and I would just have like a bunch of youthful vigor for learning it. But now it's more, I don't know. I think that I just don't have the same youthful vigor, which makes me, I don't know if it makes me sad or not. I think it just means I've grown in a different direction than I was expecting. Am I supposed to not get hit? Oh shit. Oh, okay, I'm just supposed to kill all of those. Like, I'm partially interested in it. It's just that, like, that's like a game where you really have to play a lot and regularly to, like, maintain your skill at it, too. That's my other issue with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's like one of those games that like really consumes people's lives. That's kind of why I don't like playing League as much anymore either, because it just really takes out a lot of time. I almost feel like League is very similar to Grindr, where it just like wastes a lot of my time and it makes me end up not being productive, and also just making myself sad, honestly. League is the Grindr of gaming. Oh, goddammit. No! I do respect that, though, because again, like, games like that, you really have to play a lot and regularly to maintain your skill at it, and it really shows, but me, I just can't necessarily deal. Alright, let's fuck up this penguin, son. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Where are you bouncing to, penguin? That's kind of why I like Super Smash Bros. So much. I really like playing a game where I can consistently improve, and it just, like, all of it comes from me, basically. Like, with Heroes of the Storm or, like, any other MOBA, like, you have to rely on your team, and you have to rely on a lot of other factors that are not directly in your control. But, like, with Super Smash Bros., it's like, it's all you. You're the one holding the controller, and you don't have to really rely on anyone else, and if you have trouble with something, you just have to practice it until you can either overcome it or learn a new character. I feel like if I played StarCraft when I was younger, I would have liked it a lot. My cousin used to play Warcraft 3. And he never let me play. I was so sad about that. But I remember, like, watching the story and being like, holy shit, this is so fucked up. I love it. Because Warcraft 3 really did have, like, a really intense story. It's really no wonder why Blizzard, like, really entranced a lot of people with the Warcraft story. Because Warcraft 3 objectively was a really good game. just gonna ignore that. And... oh, nope. Let's try that again. Nope. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, it's really interesting how, like, hardcore certain, like, how hardcore the scenes for certain games is in, certain countries. Because it was, like, in Super Smash Bros., different countries were known for having, like, different metas and different playstyles, which I thought was really interesting. Like, Europeans were known for being, like, really, really aggro all the time with their playstyle and how their meta was. Incidentally, Japan was considered one of the weaker countries in Super Smash Bros. But I think it's just because I'm pretty sure Super Smash Bros. Is just generally not as popular in Japan as it is here. I actually don't think World of Warcraft, like the storytelling in it, is very good. Warcraft 3, like, had a good story, but like some parts of it were like, for me. And I think that until recently, World of Warcraft like had really, really bad storytelling in it. And a lot of it, it was boring. It was boring, and it wasn't consistent with like the spirit, I think, of Warcraft 3. And some of the characterizations they set forth in the earlier games. And I think they really have trouble breaking apart from, like, a lot of fantasy tropes. Also, I just generally think they need more women in the writer's room in that series, TBH. We're gonna get both of these. That seems like something we should do. Oh, yeah, yeah. Vanilla and Burning Crusade, those were really bad expansions. Wrath of the Lich King was also not particularly great, but I think it was marginally better. Kata was kind of okay. Pandas was terrible. Actually, that's a lie. Wrath of the Lich King was not fucking good at all. And I refused to play Pandas out of principle. I think some of the storytelling they did in Warlords was okay, but other than that, I think Legion is like really what won me back. Although there were some parts of it I didn't like. I didn't like that Illidan was the fucking main character, basically. Or rather, I didn't like how they portrayed him. I like some of Christy Golden's writing. Especially because she's better than Robert Knack, or however you pronounce his name, because he writes some really, really boring stories. Like, just very generic masculine fantasy storytelling. But I do agree Christy Golden is a lot better than... or she was a definite improvement in the storytelling of the game. Especially, well, with the novels. The thing is also is that sometimes Blizz ignores the novels, which always annoys the shit out of me. It's like, why did you go ahead and make this if you're gonna ignore, like, the plot threads that were in it? Oh well. Ah, goddammit. Got impatient there. I think that's my main issue with the storytelling in WoW, is that there's like a lot of masculine fantasies that are kind of corny to me. My biggest gripe, again, would probably be with like Varian's predominance in the plot. Because he just basically just like came back into the story out of nowhere, and like the story ended up being about him, and they kind of just decided he was the main character. Despite the fact that he is not a particularly likable person. I think the novel between Pandas and Warlords was War Crimes. There we go. Am I like yelling into my mic? What's my sound like? I can't tell if I'm like really loud or not. Incidentally, the end of, well, not the end, the beginning of Warlords actually tricked me into liking Garrosh a little bit. Like, I don't like super like him, but it made me understand his motives more. Also, the novels did do a good job of making some of the stuff that happened there more interesting. I'm also on the fence if I like Sylvanas or not. She is a very interesting character, but I feel like even though she gets like, we get novels and story about her a lot, I still feel like I don't necessarily understand what makes her tick, and I don't know if it's just me being a pleb and not really getting her, but I feel like there's just a lot I'm missing out on. Granted, I guess, honestly, her Freudian excuse of being made into an undead thrall to someone probably is enough of an excuse to be a wrathful monster. Interesting. I don't... We'll go ahead and get this. And we'll grab this. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. Let's go ahead and grab a few of those, and we're gonna... Yeah. In retrospect, the stuff about it being a Survivor story is definitely right. It's just like... I don't know, I just feel like I'm missing something. And maybe it's because I'm just not, like, looking at things close enough. I do like her, but I'm curious... I think my issue is I don't know where Blizzard is going with her. I don't know if she's going to be, like, redeemed, or if she's just going to stay the way she is until she dies. Or if there's nothing really to redeem and that she was right the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're definitely right. I think it's just because she's very different from how... Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's really that different from me. I think we just would handle things differently, but I think there are a lot of similar feelings in our hearts. Because I grew up having a lot of anger. Because like I've said in my videos, I was bullied a lot when I was younger, and I had to deal with a lot of stupid shit. And so I was a very, very, very angry teenager. Maybe a little bit disproportionately too, but I had a lot of gay rage. And now, as an adult, I realize that I need to kind of chill out a little bit. And so it's very important for me not to... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, let's try this again. There we go, we can just go that way because we have the boost upgrade. Please. I just want a wall jump. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna survive another expansion. Like, Battle for Azeroth is definitely gonna be the end of her life. IMO. Or at least her life as a leader in the Horde. Maybe she'll go do some freaky shit and get written off until she comes back for the final expansion in XDs. Because I'm pretty sure she is like the last Warcraft 3 leader that's still actively leading her faction too. That's not Tyrande XD. Also, if Tyrande fucking dies in this expansion, I'm gonna be so fucking tilted. Like, I'm not gonna be cool with it. That's valid. I think that could happen, especially considering the Void seems to be really connected to the afterlife. Or some version of it. The kind of afterlife that the undead go to. It's dark and bleak. So what am I supposed to do here? I think I'm supposed to, like, get to the other side. What do I do? What do I do, Mom? What do I do? I don't understand. Was I both supposed to stay alive? Oh well, it's fine. I didn't get to read what it said because I don't have my glasses on. Hey, Darren. Well, I'm glad to be here for you while you can't sleep. I also think I just want some gay characters in Warcraft that aren't boring. Or aren't boring and aren't memes. I would love for Rathian to be gay, honestly. And Anduin, honestly. They're a pretty popular ship. Although I think it's kind of inappropriate to ship Randuin. Because Rathian is literally like 3 or 4 years old, because he's a fucking whelpling. Even though he does look like a teenager. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but I didn't do particularly well on this challenge run, honestly, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. Oh shit. Also, I'm kind of running low on HP here. I took a lot of damage at the start of this, fucking around with those laser traps. That's fair, but it's like in his dragon form, he's still like a baby dragon too. Also, I think the fact that it's interspecies also is a little bit weird for me. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. Also, I think I'm just used to Anduin being like 7. Like when we started World of Warcraft and he was like using the kid model. But I guess he's like fucking 18 now or something. He looks a good bit older. Alright, we're gonna dash over here. I think something also I don't like about World of Warcraft is how they treat like the non-human and orc races. I think they tend to do really lazy writing for races that are not the humans or the trolls, and like each race has kind of stayed kind of static in my opinion. Besides humans and orcs, basically. Oh, actually, I don't know how you're supposed to reasonably get up there without getting hit. I guess you're supposed to stand on top of it and just jump up. Like that, yeah. There we go, we got it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I think one of the sad things about, like, how gay people experience being an angry teenager is that a lot of us have trouble figuring out why it is we're angry. Because we don't really get opportunities to really talk about, like, how being gay kind of affected our childhood. Because you don't really often have people to really talk about it with. Ooh, shit, that was close. Whatever, that's fine. We're gonna go around this way. What is this? Charge time reduced. Alright, that's actually pretty legit. But as far as the races being like static in Warcraft, I think that, yeah, like the Blood Elves, they basically have almost stayed in the same exact fucking place, like both physically and like just, I think, culturally in a lot of ways since like the end of BC. The Forsaken too a lot, but I think they've had like a little bit of growth because Wrath necessarily like involved them. And even then, most of the Forsaken's growth really is about Sylvanas specifically, honestly. Took a lot of damage. Oh well, that's fine. What's in here? Second hover. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the dash because it's more momentum. I'm thinking more specifically though of like trolls too. Like they really, I think trolls get characterized, like they don't know if they really want to treat them as like being humanoid or like basically like a step above gnolls, because they don't really like get given any personality or cultural growth, really. Like, bad things happen to trolls, and they still kind of get treated like the same way that like gnolls and kobolds get treated almost, despite like being a very obviously like sentient race with like a very big and mysterious culture. God damn it. I outpaced myself. Please. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I'm impatient. There we go, we got that. I think also there's a lot of like they have trouble deciding which of like the source material to really stick with. Huh, I don't know what I want to grab here. I can't decide which one I want to keep. We're gonna keep the charge time reducer. We'll get... Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Well, we need to roll up out of here then. My gosh. I think also part of my issue with Warcraft lore is that a lot of it hasn't gone the direction I wanted it to, and I lost kind of like my childlike or my youthful willingness to just go with things. You know what I mean? Like, now that I'm an adult, I have expectations for the things I consume instead of just like liking anything I see, if that makes sense. Where is it gonna pop out of next? Alright, we got it. Alright, we killed it. This is going pretty solid. This is a good run. Alright, we're good to go. We're gonna move on to the next stage then. I don't even know how many bosses we've killed so far. We've killed, I think, like 4 now. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. awkward. Not used to some of these enemies, because I haven't gotten this far in a bit. God damn it. Let's take a breath here. Alright, we need to move to the right, and then wait for that to shoot and go. There we go, we got it. Sometimes it's important to slow down and just really think about what you're doing while you're playing games. It's very easy to like tilt yourself in half and just kind of throw yourself at a problem repeatedly without thinking of how to actually solve it. Alright. Oh! I was just about to say, I feel like there's gonna be something down there. Alright, let's dash up here. You're dead. Oops. Alright, let's slow down again. We're gonna wall jump, and slide down here, be ready to boost up. Nope! I didn't boost up, I boosted to the side. That was embarrassing. And I'm supposed to get all of these? Ah, okay. Ooh. Interesting. This is a neat puzzle. It's not particularly hard, but we did it. And we got a body piece out of it. Got immunity to knockback. I'm more interested in healing off kill, so we're gonna keep this instead. Alright, I'm gonna actually try to skip that Rhino. I think that's the best way to handle this situation, because we don't really need what it drops. And it'll increase our speed going through this stage. God damn it. Okay, we're good. I thought I wasn't gonna get through that. Alright, let's roll out of here. Kind of zonked out for a bit. I was actually internally thinking about what I want to talk about next. But I think it's time to kind of move into chill mode. Also, I'm gonna take a drink of this Gatorade. That's actually really refreshing. I'm getting a little bit dehydrated here. Okay, I guess I'll grab that. And I guess we can grab each of these right. No, I don't have enough for both. I forgot. I'll grab the murder drone because I like the name of that. Let's do it, and we'll see how we do on this boss. This is probably going to be a piece of cake because we're really packing a lot of ammo here, and this is actually probably one of the best buster upgrades to get for boss killing in the game. The key for this is just to find the sweet spot to sit in so that you're not constantly activating the icicles that are above you. Also, I kind of suspect Scott fell asleep XD, which is funny and also totally okay. Interesting. Interesting. It's actually a very good item to get. Honestly, if I got a sponsorship by Gatorade, I'd fucking be slurping that shit up constantly. I actually kind of like how Gatorade and sports drinks taste. Although, apparently they're really bad for your kidneys if you don't like, actually exercise or sweat a lot. Because they'll give you fucking kidney stones because they're so weighted with, like, minerals and shit. Man, this is a really intense puzzle. What the fuck? Or, like, it's not even a puzzle, it's just, like, a spread. If we had the regular, like, Buster instead of the upgraded one that I have right now, this would be a lot easier, because I'd be able to kill that snake without getting close to it. But, oh well. Let's see if I can... Well, I already got hit. I was gonna say, get through this without taking any damage. Man, this is pretty intense platforming. What the fuck? Sometimes when you see platforming games and you see the level designs, it's really easy to wonder, like, what is the practical use of this stage for, like, the boss that lives here? You know, I kind of don't want to go through this, but I should to practice. I might have just doomed myself to die. Yeah, I killed myself. Wah wah. It's fine, though. We killed 6 bosses. That's a new record, I think, on my recordings. I've gotten to, like, right before the final boss off screen. I think at least twice. I don't know if I should end the stream or not. I've been streaming for like 2 hours, right? Yeah, it's been 2 hours and some change. I think... I don't know, should I end? Should I? Should I? Hard decisions. I guess I could, I don't know, I could wind down by doing some Terraria server hopping or something. Give me just a sec here. Yeah, I guess I'll pull up Terraria. And I should change the stream name. Also, hi Darren, I've never seen you in my comments before, so it's pretty cool having you here. At least I don't think I've seen you in my comments before. Almost ready. There we go, okay, it opened up. Multiplayer, I need to find a new server to join. Oh, thanks, Darren. I hope you've enjoyed my content. I don't know what videos you've watched or not. Huh. I think I'm, hold on, let's just go to the Terraria server list. I should probably switch screens too, right? That sounds like that makes sense. Oh, you know what? That's not the right one. I forgot what I named the Terraria thing. Hold on, there we go, I got it. It was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. And let me close 20XX real quick. There we go, we did it. Okay. So I need to find a server to go to. Give me just a bit here. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like the Final Fantasy 15 ones. And I'm glad you like the commentary. That's a minigame server. I don't want to do that. Let's do Aura. Or Aurora. My bad. Actually, that was what I was on yesterday, wasn't it? XD. Let's do dark gaming. Interesting. Hello. That's PvP, that's items. Do they have like a build area I can go visit? That's zombies, PvE. We'll check out the PvE and I will see. What the fuck, son? This is spooky as hell. I guess we're in the hell level, yeah. Oh my god, it's the Moon Lord, spooky. Well then. This is all very interesting. I'm not really interested in killing bosses though, so we're probably gonna jump up out the server in just a bit. Although, I do kind of like the boss arena structures here. Looks like a city. Oh shit, oh no, he's trying to kill me. I guess everyone else died. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the server XD. Let me find another server I want to actually join. That's a Brazilian server. Probably shouldn't join that, all lag. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I feel like streaming anymore. I'm getting kind of tired, honestly. It is about to be my bedtime. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. That sound legit? Thumbs up. So, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good night, okay? I'll see ya.